the situation in Ukraine. Russia says that it has carried out overnight strikes across the country. It said that it had targeted energy facilities and also drone manufacturing sites. It comes in response to an attempted Ukrainian attack on one of Putin's residences last month, which Kyiv has called a lie. But the Russian military confirmed that they used a new hypersonic, Oreshnik it's called, missile at one of the targets. Well, I'm joined now by military historian and analyst, Dr. Victoria Taylor. Hello, Victoria.
Hello.
The Russians using this new missile system, the Oreshnik, just tell us a bit more about it.
Of course. So the Oreshnik is a hypersonic intermediate-range ballistic missile. It's reportedly capable of reaching up to 3,417 miles. It flies at between Mach 10 and 11, and it's allegedly able to destroy underground bunkers. And, of course, its speed makes it incredibly difficult to intercept. Now, in terms of how new it is, there has been a bit of doubt cast on that by certain defence analysts. There's one expert at the University of Oslo that actually estimates that it's actually no more than about 10% new compared to other Russian missiles, specifically the RS-26. It has also been deployed, so it's not entirely new. It has been used against Ukraine in November 2024. But, of course, the Ukrainian foreign minister has called it a grave threat. And where most of the concern comes from is that it's seen as actually sort of Russia lowering its threshold for nuclear action.
So how much damage have those particular strikes caused?
Well, so the Ukrainians have said that there was a total of 278 missiles and drones that were launched by Russia overnight. They've claimed that the majority were intercepted, about 244. And I think also when we're sort of looking at the panic around this missile in certain corners, actually the vast majority of deaths in Ukraine are still due to drones, about 80%.
Yeah.
But in terms of the damage in this case, it was actually quite restricted because of the early intelligence warnings that came not only from Zelensky that had fed it through in his nightly address, but also through the US Embassy, which of course is important in showing that continuation of communication between the States and Ukraine. So in terms of the actual damage, it was more in Kyiv, really. 4 people were killed, sadly, and 25 people injured. In Lviv, the critical infrastructure there was apparently hit, but we do notice that actually it seems that they were more dummy warheads rather than being armed with anything more particularly lethal. So it's contained in this scenario, but the thing, of course, that is worrying is this is in line with all of the campaigns against Ukraine's energy infrastructure, which is deadly in the winter.
Yes, exactly. OK, for now, Victoria, thank you.